Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be talking all about embellishments, okay, all about the bling bling. We're talking all about stones and other types of items that you can use in embellishing your headpieces or your headbands, whatever you choose to call them. So if you're interested in knowing all about the bling bling life, okay, please make sure you continue to watch. Welcome guys. I found that for the past couple of videos that I made on here on the channel, I didn't introduce myself. If this is your first time of seeing me, hello, my name is Funmibi and I love making headpieces, okay? I come on here on YouTube and share different tutorials on how to make gorgeous headpieces for yourself or for your clients or for your loved ones, okay? So if you're interested in being a part of this awesome family that I'm growing on here on YouTube, please do well to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button below, and don't forget, very important, don't forget to turn on your post notification so you'll be the first to know anytime I post a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, hello girl, welcome, take a seat, okay? Like I said earlier, we're talking all about embellishment. So the very first type of stone that I have here is what we call your claw stone. And with claw stones, if we start talking about claw stones today, we will not finish. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you the different types of claw stones that I have. Note guys, the things that I'm showing here, that's not the end all and be all about stones, okay? These are just the items that I have in my collection, okay? Like I always say, feel free to walk into your local sewing accessories shop and familiarize yourself with all the things that you see around you. Ask questions, okay? Those guys, those vendors, those people that sell these things, they are always very happy to answer your questions. I hope. I don't know if it's just the people that I go to that are always very happy to answer my questions, but yeah, find you a nice and friendly vendor that you can ask questions, that can advise you, recommend things to you, okay? But I digress again. So the very first type of stone that I have here is what we call the claw stones, and they come in different sizes and shapes. This one that I have right here with me is called the just claw stones, but it's like the really tiny one, and you can only recognize it maybe when you see it in pictures or in videos. For those that are buying online, make sure that you read the caption of whoever is posting to know the size of what you are buying, because sometimes pictures and videos can be very deceitful. You can see something online and think it's a small claw stone, and then when they ship to you, you find that it's something relatively chunky, okay? So make sure you read the caption of whatever you're buying. But this type that I have here with me is a very small type of claw stone, okay? And it's really gorgeous. I incorporate it a lot of times in my tutorials on here on the channel. People that are familiar with this channel already know the tea, okay? So yeah, if you're new here, I suggest that you check out a particular playlist that I have on here on my channel. It's called the Funmibi Olawore Designs playlist. That playlist is where you get to keep yourself up to date with some of my designs and see how I play around with these stones and these embellishments that I'm about to show you in this video. But yeah, back to the tutorial. This other type of claw stone that I have here is the big size. It's also round. It's also called a claw stone, and this one is the silver one, as we can see on here, okay? And there's another one as well that is relatively smaller than this. Let me see if I can find it here for you guys. Okay, so yes, so this one is black. You can see that when you put them beside each other, the black one is smaller than this silver one. So yeah, that's something you should bear in mind. Claw stones come in different sizes and shapes, and with sewing them onto fabric, if you guys want to see a tutorial on how you can sew claw stones onto fabric, let me know down in the comment section. I'm going to film something for you guys so you get to know the tea. But you need to note that there are holes on the bottom of your claw stones, okay? These holes are where you pass your beading needle as well. Just like your regular beads, you use beading needles as well to sew on claw stones. I don't recommend gluing it on. Gluing on embellishments to fabric is just tacky in my opinion. You need to be very patient. Like I shared in my beading video where I told you all the things that you need in beading. If you've not seen that video, please check it out. I'm going to link it on the screen. But patience is very important, okay? You cannot bead something that will look really beautiful and not have patience, okay? Patience is a very key aspect of beading and coming up with gorgeous designs. So yeah, back to what I was saying. You are going to pass your beading needle through these holes when trying to sew on your claw stones to fabric. Like I said earlier, if you want a tutorial, please drop it in the comment section and I'll work out something for you guys. The next type of claw stone that I have here is the chunky one, and it's chunky, just like I said. It's really chunky, but it's also very, very gorgeous. I'm sure you've seen a lot of your favorite designers, both online and offline, incorporating these types of stones to their designs. One person that I love so much, and I love to just see the pieces that she comes up with, is Vicky James. Vicky James, oh Jesus, I can't wait for the day that I'll meet her face to face. Vicky James, if for some reason you're watching my video, hi girl, I love you so much. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. If you watch a lot of those types of content online, there's so many different awesome, you know, designers on the internet, especially on Instagram, guys. There are so many. There's Imagine by Bukola, there's Ideal Nopo, there's so many. I can't remember everybody right now, but I digress again. They incorporate these stones in their designs, and this right here is another type of cloth stone that I like to use for some of my designs. I'm sure you guys, if you go through my playlist, you've seen me use this particular stone for a particular design that I did on here on the channel. But yeah, this is the chunky, and it has like blings around the edges as well. That's the difference between this type of cloth stone and the other ones that you have around you. And there's so many different shapes, and we're just going to show you guys some of the different shapes of cloth stones and styles that I have here. And something you should notice that I did not buy these stones in one day. Some of these stones are things that I've gathered together over the course of the past 2 years that I've been doing things relating to making headbands and embellishing and beading and all the things that I get up to in this journey that I'm currently on. I honestly don't know where the journey is going, but I'm enjoying it so far. So don't feel pressure to just go to the market and go and buy everything in one day. Just build your collection little by little, little by little, okay? So yeah, that's that about cloth stones. Another type of cloth stone that we have as well is what we call the teardrop stone. And this right here, this black stone that I have here, is called the teardrop stone, and it's also really, really gorgeous depending on how you incorporate it into your designs. Okay, there are so many different people who incorporate these stones with outfits, okay, with dresses, with headpieces, and the end result is usually gorgeous. Another type of cloth stone that I have in my collection is the marquise. It's called the marquise cloth stone, and it's shaped like this. This right here is so gorgeous, okay, incredibly gorgeous. You can add it to your collection as well and play around with it. Like I said earlier, all the cloth stones that I showed you guys have holes in them that you can pass your needle through in order to sew them. We also have the cloth stones that don't have holes in them. Those types of cloth stones are just cloth stones that you have to just stick on. That one you cannot go without using glue, but in using glue on them, you have to keep it very, very neat in order to keep things looking really gorgeous and really put together. Okay, so this type of cloth stone right here, even though it has space underneath that, if I decide I want to sew it, I can still sew it. But for people that cannot be bothered, you can just glue it on. But when gluing, make sure that you glue neatly. And with gluing neatly as well, it requires practice, okay, and consistency in this practice. And you'll find that you'll be able to just do something gorgeous for yourself. There are also the flat stones, flat bottom stones. These ones are not cloth stones, they're just flat bottom stones. But as you can see, they have holes in them that you can pass your needle and thread through in order to basically like sew them onto fabric. I don't really like this type of stone because I feel like they look ras in my eyes, even though you can work with them. Okay, I'm not saying you can't work with them. There's something that I was creating the other day in which I incorporated this type of stone, and it didn't look bad, but I prefer cloth stones any day, anytime, because I feel like cloth stones are in a class of their own. All right, but you can also totally work with this type of flat bottom stone that, as I was saying, because the light went out briefly, you can work with that flat bottom bead, but it's not necessarily my favorite. Okay, so moving on from, let me see, am I going to move on yet? All right, moving on from accessories or blings or sparkle things whatever it is that you choose to call them. Okay, moving on from those types where you sew to other types, we have this other type of bling that's, they are good too depending on how you use them, but the thing is, you're not sewing this time, you are gluing them onto whatever fabric or item it is they are trying to accessorize. Okay, so I have this type. This one was gifted to me by my sister. Shout out to Sister Olawore, always keeping me looking glamorous and staying up to date with everything on here on this channel. Shout out to you. So yeah, she's the one that gave me this box of blings, okay? But then, like I said, these ones, you are gluing them onto whatever surface it is they are working on. I also have this other one that she gifted me for my videos on here on the channel. So yeah, these ones have like different colors, different sizes and designs and all that jazz. And yeah, I've not had to use them yet because I literally just got my hands on these items that she gifted me. So I'll see hopefully in the near future on here on the channel, so stay subscribed. On here on the channel, I'm going to put these items to use and you guys can see how you can incorporate them into your project. I also have some other types of stone on here. I'm going to also leave it on the screen for y'all. This one as well, as you can see, there's no hole on the bottom, so most likely I have to glue it on as well. I believe I've used this for a particular headpiece that I made for a client. Okay, so yeah, that's that about stones and all that jazz that I have in my collection. Okay, the next thing I'm going to be showing us is what we call cup chain. Okay, cup chain. If we start talking about cup chain, we will not leave here today. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just joking with you guys. But cup chains as well are things that you should own in your collection if you're about that life, basically. Okay, so yeah, these are the cup chains that I have. I have this I believe they are called 3-line cup chain. These ones are fantastic. I also got them from my local sewing accessories shop. I have this blue one and this black one, okay, and I also have this yellow single line cup chain. It's also absolutely gorgeous, and most times with cup chains you can decide whether you want to glue them on or you want to sew them on. It all depends on you and what you are going for. There's also this other type of cup chain that I have out here. This one as well is awesome. I love it so much. You can see that it's well loved, like it's almost halfway done. I'm going to show you guys what I have here. So yeah, these are the cup chains that I have in my collection. I also have what we call they call it, I don't even know what it's called honestly, but it's also a type of accessory. It's like a belt. You glue it on to whatever it is that you're trying to design. Yeah, so this one too is also awesome. It's something that you should totally add to your collection if you are about that life. Okay, the next set of accessories that I have on here, they are called brooch. And brooches they're also fantastic. I believe I've shared a couple of tutorials on here on the channel where I incorporated these brooches into the picture, and these are some of the brooches that I have in my collection. These ones sold, I think this mirror like one sold for two sold, the person I bought it from sold it for 200 naira. So I think I bought 4, so I can't really remember, but this golden one was I believe it was 200 naira for one each. These other sparkly ones were 200 naira each, while this mirror like one was 2 for 100 naira or 2 for 200. I can't really remember. And yeah, these ones too are things that you should totally add to your accessory collection if that's what you're about. You guys can tell from all these things that I'm showing you that I am a bling bling lover. Like, I love sparkly and shiny things. Okay, I love it so very much. Another set of items that I'm also going to be showing you guys is what we call lace trimming. Okay, lace trimmings as well they come in really handy in accessorizing and embellishing your designs. And these are some of the lace trimmings that I have with me in my collection. Okay, feel free to go to your fabric shop and look around and decide for yourself which type of lace trimming you want to add to your collection. For me personally, most times when I'm creating my pieces, because I'm extra, I always go ahead to bead on these lace trimmings just to give it more pizzazz and make it look more beautiful. Okay, so that's something you can do as well. If you feel like your lace trimming is too plain, you can buy it as is and then come home and just do some little design. If it's that you want to stick on your flat bottom beads, or you want to sew your claw stones to just make it look nicer, or even you want to sew your beads, your sand beads or your crystal beads or anything like that, just add it to it and make it look more beautiful. Another thing I have right here is what we call sequins. Okay, sequins have a particular vibe that they add to things, and it took me so long to get into sequins. There are so many different types of sequins and so many different patterns and colors and designs. But for the purpose of today's video, I'm going to show you some of the colors and patterns and designs of sequins that I have with me. As usual, like I've been saying in this series of videos I've been sharing with you all, feel free to walk into your sewing accessories shop and tell them to show you their sequins collection and decide which type of sequins you want to buy in order to add to your collection or use it for any one of your designs that you're working on. Okay, so yeah, what I also haven't shown you guys, even though I said this is the last one, what I have not shown you is what we call rhinestones. Okay, rhinestones as well have a way of making your design look absolutely gorgeous. Okay, and with rhinestones, I've gotten a couple of questions where people ask me, oh, when they put stones, which is this rhinestones that I'm talking about, when they put it on their fabric, it doesn't stick. What I would suggest you do is to buy the Swarovski one. The Swarovski stone is more expensive, but it tends to, it's more quality, obviously, because of the price point. Okay, it sticks better, and depending on how well you are, how good you are at ironing and pressing on your stone, that also is a factor to consider. But with Swarovski stone, all you need is a good steam iron and your stone is going to apply seamlessly to whatever surface it is that you're trying to apply rhinestones onto. Yeah, so rhinestones, there are different colors, different qualities, different sizes that we have on the market. Okay, so feel free to go to your sewing accessories shop again to check out these things. Like I said in one of my videos, most of these things, these embellishments that I use in my videos and that I'm sharing in this video are things that you can find in your local sewing accessories shop. Okay, so feel free to go check it out. Something else that I'm considering adding to my videos on here on the channel is how to make jewelry. Okay, so necklaces, earrings, bangles, and the rest. If you'll be interested in seeing tutorials on things like that on here on the channel, please drop it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to start adding those types of videos on here on the channel. But what I have here is like the hook and what they call it now, it's just like for earrings. When you go to your sewing accessory shop, just tell them that you are looking for earring hook. Okay, on this earring hook that I have here, what I'm supposed to do is just sew on my beads or whatever gem or crystal I'm trying to attach to it. I'm going to sew it on or glue it on, and then voila, my earring is ready. But all I did was I just bought the hook and the earring base or foundation or platform, whatever it's I don't know what to call it. Yeah, so I just bought it, but I've not yet gotten to use it just yet. So like I said, if you would like me to share a tutorial, please let me know and I'll be more than happy to share that with you guys. I'm just trying to see if there's any other thing. This is also another type of earring platform that I have here. Okay, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. There are so many other things that you can, you know, do to embellish your pieces and make things look absolutely gorgeous, but for the purpose of today's video, this is all I have for you guys. I hope you all enjoyed watching. If you did, please give me a big fat thumbs up. If you have questions for me from things that I've shared on here in this video, please do well to drop it in the comment section. Subscribe if you are yet to subscribe, and please, after subscribing, do not forget to turn on your post notification. That bell helps you know every single time I post a new video. I try my best to post videos every single week. Thank you guys again for watching. I am so grateful and so thankful, and yeah, I can't wait to see you in another one. Bye.